I can't open my eyes yet.
Neither can I.
I'll keep them closed.
I can't see you that way, though.
Yeah, how's that?
You're coming into focus.
Keep that up. Don't.
Oh, I got to.
No, don't.
Judy. Could be using Edward Quartermain's confession.
Proof that he killed Beatrice?
Well, I'll find out in a minute. Scorpio. Yeah. Well, yeah, that presents a whole new picture. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Robert, what is it?
Interesting.
Well, who was it?
Coroner.
Bad news?
Well, I'm not sure. It's certainly provocative.
Well, aren't you going to give me a hint?
All you want's a hint?
I don't usually get even that.
Well, look at the pout on his little face.
It's true.
Okay, well, I'm in an expansive mood today. I'll let you know. Besides, if I don't, you'll only pester me or go and figure it out for yourself.
Well, finally, he's catching on. So, what is it?
The coroner has determined how long it took Beatrice to die from that drug.
The heart medication.
Right. 3 minutes.
She died within 3 minutes of taking it?
Right. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably. If she died within 3 minutes of taking it, then whoever it was who gave it to her was probably still fairly close by when she died.
Meaning that if Edward were the guilty party, he would have had to have been at her side 3 minutes before she died of the drug.
All of a sudden, the time element is very important.
Vital. Now we have to find out where our suspects were during that 3 minutes.
You could call them in separately and ask them.
You go for that plan?
No, it's too time-consuming.
Also lacks the element of surprise.
What's necessary here is to get them all together, but not let them know what's going on.
Have them position themselves exactly as they were at the time of Beatrice's demise.
In other words, recreate the murder scene.
Exactly. I'm going to get right on them.
Wait, hold on a second. Aren't I involved in this?
What, as a suspect? Come on, you little minx. You'd do anything for a thrill, wouldn't you?
Be serious.
Well, you've already had the best part of it. Up to and listening to that phone call and the conception of my brilliant plan.
Our plan?
Right, and you shall be given suitable credit upon publication of my best-selling memoirs.
Not posthumously, I hope.
I shall start work the day after my retirement.
Well, I can't wait that long. Am I going to go or not?
Well, I don't know. Ramsey might not like it. I mean, it's his job to be at my side.
Well, you have two sides, both of which, incidentally, are maddening, but I would like to be beside one of them.
So you'd like position of, say, observer without credentials?
Who said anything about credentials? As a matter of fact,
I'm sorry I asked.
Well, yes or no? Can I go with you?
Oh, why not? Two brilliant sleuths are better than one.
He's learning. He is learning.
Really think this is going to work?
Well, it does in Agatha Christie.
Let's leave her out of it. Frankly, Bert, I don't know, but it's worth a shot. And remember, no mention of the 3-minute factor.
Gotcha.
We all set?
Well, everybody I called said they'd be here.
I can't wait to get started.
Let's not be too eager. We don't want them to suspect we're up to something.
Well, they're going to know anyway.
Remember, cool is the rule.
When are you going to tell us what this is all about, Commissioner?
All in good time.
Do you think you could ask Josh to keep all the patrons away from the pool area, please?
I could do that. I want you here.
Josh.
Hey, what's up?
Could you keep the clientele away from the pool area for a while?
Sure. Why?
Because I said so.
Right.
I hope this won't take long, Commissioner. I have a very busy afternoon.
Then I'm happy you could arrive here on time.
Well, the question is, on time for what?
All will be revealed when the Quartermains arrive.
Is this going to be like the last time you got us all together? I knew this was about Beatrice. I thought you already had your killer, Edward Quartermain.
Speaking of the Quartermains, here they are now.
Oh, well. Isn't this a happy-looking group?
Now that we're all here,
Yes, precisely why are we here, Robert?
well, in due time.
What the devil is this all about?
Just be patient.
Oh, Robert, really, my husband has suffered enough indignities already.
Watch what you say, lad.
If you'll all follow me, please.
Please, folks, this way.
Well, now what tricks are they up to?
Watch.
Thank you. Now, if I could have your attention, please.
You've had that, Robert, since we walked in here. Yes, when are we going to get some sort of an explanation?
Soon. Bert, bring up the wheelchair, please.
Excuse me, honey.
This is ghoulish.
Be quiet.
Right, let's all go back to the night of Beatrice's murder. Imagine for a moment that I am Beatrice Lesueur, and together we're all going to reenact the events leading up to her death. So then you put down Lila's medication next to Beatrice.
I put it right there.
Did you see that, Lila?
I didn't see anything. I was too busy arguing with Beatrice.
All right, listen to me carefully, all of you. Try to pinpoint the exact moment that you entered the pool area and saw Lila, Beatrice, and Stella. Now, who did that?
I did.
So did I.
Well, we all rushed in when we heard Beatrice and Lila arguing.
Yeah, Beatrice was shouting her head off.
That's right. I remember Mrs. Quartermain saying, "That's a lie."
In reference to what, Lila?
Most likely to her entire conversation.
All right, where did you three go when you came in?
I was over there.
Could you show me, please? All right, now who can recall coming in here and finding them in these exact spots?
I don't know.
Well, that's when we rushed in, Sylvia.
Oh, right, because of the shouting.
Yes.
Well, look, come over here and stand where you stood that night, please.
I was here.
What about you two?
Well, Leo and I rushed in after everyone else.
Yeah, that's right.
You sure?
Yes, now that everyone's here, I remember it quite distinctly, don't you, Leo?
Absolutely. By the time we ran in, all these other people were already here.
And what happened when you entered the pool area?
Oh, let me see.
You told everybody to keep their voices down,
Oh,
remember?
that's right. There was a lot of shouting going on.
All right. You can stand exactly where you stood that night. All right, now, is everybody sure that they're standing in the exact same spot at the time that we're recreating here, the time of Beatrice's death? I want you to be positive. We can all just pick it up from there, please.
Robert, you will let me know when you want me to take these pictures?
Sure, Bert, any minute.
I got a bad feeling about
Right.
this.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Edward's supposed to be the one Scorpio thinks is guilty.
If we could all go back to our original positions, please.
We're here.
Right.
Commissioner, why is Holly sitting over there?
Robert and I didn't arrive until after Beatrice collapsed.
Oh, I see. Then only those of us being photographed are suspects. Is that right, Commissioner?
Right, Mrs. Barrington.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Edward, what are you doing?
Well, I just remembered. I think I was standing over here.
Oh, but that's not true, Edward.
What do you know?
Yes, Mrs. Barrington, what do you know?
Well, I specifically remembered rushing in and coming up to Edward.
Well, how can you be so sure?
Well, because we had words together.
What words?
Well, I asked Edward what was going on, and he replied that it was a family matter.
And then what happened?
Well, Beatrice responded by saying the more the merrier, and Edward just sort of threw up his hands as if in disgust and walked away.
Where did you walk to?
Well, who can remember? That was ages ago.
It's important that you do.
Okay, well, I think I was somewhere over
Please
here.
show me.
Robert, if they're all in position now, when...
Go for it, Bert, as many as you possibly can.
Right.
Now, wait just a moment. I think we're all entitled to some kind of an explanation of what these shenanigans are all about.
You're going to find out soon enough. Just as soon as I see what develops.
These pictures are amazing.
Ramsey takes a nice shot.
No, I wasn't talking about the quality. I was talking about the content.
They do say that a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Well, I don't know about you, but these pictures tell a whole new story as far as I'm concerned.
That one's interesting.
Yes, isn't it? Yep, I think that recreating the murder scene was one of the best ideas I've ever had.
We.
Pardon?
We ever had.
Oh, didn't I say that?
No.
Oh, that was what I meant.
Yeah, right. My little glory seeker.
I'm not.
You were positively glowing in the spa today.
I thought I made myself very inconspicuous.
Your little eyes were everywhere.
Well, that's the detective in me.
Well, you were helpful. I'll give you that.
What? I don't believe it. Robert Scorpio admitting that his little hapless wife didn't foul up the work?
No. Not this time, any rate.
Hardly any times.
No, not hardly. Not hardly at all.
One day you're going to have to admit that I am actually a rather good detective.
You are.
I'm truly amazed.
Holly, I've never questioned your mental capabilities, which are brilliant.
Well, thank you.
It's the physical involvement I don't like.
I haven't got hurt yet.
Let's keep it that way.
Still, you did admit that I am a good detective. So, what have we got?
Well, first and foremost, let's look at Lila and Stella here. They were close to Beatrice. They're virtually on top of her. Now, we can see, we know Leo can move rather fast and could have moved in on her.
Do you see what I see?
Yeah. I was wondering when we get round to that.
Edward is much too far away.
Plus, Mrs. Barron could also said at that point that he'd moved off.
You know what that means?
He couldn't have done it. Because at this time, Stella had already put down the glass of medication.
Meaning Edward was nowhere near Beatrice in that 3-minute time frame necessary for Beatrice to drink the medication and collapse.
Which brings us to one conclusion.
That Edward's confession of killing Beatrice
Isn't true.